time. Great big inhale. And exhale, let it all go. Now, while you're lying here on your back, I want you to bring your awareness just a moment to all the points of contact your body has with the mat and the floor or any yoga tools you're using right now, whether it be a blanket, a pillow, or anything. Just notice the floor, how the ground is supporting you. It's got your back. Notice the textures and the temperature of your clothing and any of the yoga tools. And now bringing both hands to the belly, let's get your middle fingers, just the very tips of your middle fingers touching. And then let's begin to inhale and exhale through the nose. Nice, gentle, easy breath this morning. We're not trying to control it yet, just letting it come and go naturally. As you inhale, I want you to expand that belly, fill it up with air, and feel those fingers come apart as you press that belly out. As you exhale, you're gently drawing that belly back in, and those fingertips come back together. As you inhale, your belly rises, and as you exhale, the belly falls. Again, gentle, easy breath. We're not controlling it yet. Just let your breath come and go naturally. And with our focusing breath, what we're going to do this morning is we're going to inhale for the count of 4. We're going to hold the breath up at the top for the count of 4. Then you're going to exhale completely for the count of 4. And then you'll sit in the emptiness for the count of 4 before inhaling again. A couple of more just natural inhales and exhales. And let's exhale the breath all the way out. And inhale, 2, 3, 4. Let's hold up at the top. Feel yourself full of the fullness of the air. 3, 4. And then exhale completely. 2, 3, 4. And let's sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, 4. And inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold up at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale completely. 2, 3, 4. And sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, 4. And inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold up at the top. 2, 3, 4. And exhale completely. 3, 4. And let's sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, 4. And inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold up at the top. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. And let's sit in that emptiness. 2, 3, 4. And inhale. 2, all the way to the top. And then just hold here. 2, 3, 4. And exhale completely. Get all that air out. 4. And sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, 4. And inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold up at the top. 2, 3, 4. And exhale completely. 2, 3, 4. And sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, 4. And inhale. 2 more rounds. 3, 4. Hold up at the top. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. And let's sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, 4. And last round, inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold up at the top. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. And sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, and 4. Letting your breath come back to its natural rhythm for just a moment. Nice focusing breath. Helping you focus throughout for the rest of your day. Now, let's gently roll on over to our bellies. And we're going to do a little mini Shavasana line on our belly. So I want you to flip those toes down until all of those toenails are on the floor. I want you to bring your palms on top of each other and gently lay your head to one side or the other. And I want you to inhale and exhale deeply. As you inhale, again, you're expanding that belly, filling it up with air. And I want you to feel that belly pressing into the mat. And then exhale, letting the air go. Inhale, pressing your body away from you on that mat. And exhale, letting it go. Now bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, gently lift your head up, twist it to the other side, and then bring your hands back down and drop the other ear to the other side of the mat. And breathe a couple of breaths. Inhale, feel that belly press into the mat. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Slowly bringing your hands again underneath your shoulders and pressing yourself up into a tabletop position. We're going to warm up a little bit this morning before we get into our sequence. So we're going to start with some cat-cow. I'm going to turn diagonally so you can see me. Make sure you've got your shoulders over your wrists and that you've got your hips over your knees. You're not sinking into the shoulders, so press the floor away from you. And then have your gaze at the floor. Let's inhale, gently lift the head up until the chin is parallel to the floor. Drop the belly, roll those shoulders back for cow. And then exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, arch that back, press the floor away from you with your hands, your knees, and your toes for cat. Inhale, head up, tail up, belly drops. Cow. Exhale, cat. Tuck the chin, arch the back, press the floor away. And then now, inhale and exhale, cat and cow with your breath, not mine. This is your practice. I'm just your guide this morning. What feels good to you is what you should do. One more each direction. Finishing with your favorite cat or cow, we will meet back into tabletop. Again, making sure you've got those shoulders pressed away from you. You're not sinking into the shoulders. Take a great big inhale, and then exhale, head and buttocks to the right, making a C out of the body. So you're opening and closing the ribs. Inhale back to the center, and then exhale over to the left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale to the right, again using your breath, not mine. This is your practice, your warm-up. This should feel good to you. One more each direction. We will meet back in our tabletop position. And now you're going to stretch your right leg out to the side. You're going to keep your, you're going to curl that left toes, so that you're pressing those toes into the mat. Now take a great big inhale, and then exhale, press the buttocks back. You're pressing those palms firmly into your mat. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press back. Now relax the thigh so you can get that stretch in the inner thigh. Inhale, pull forward, and exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press back. One more. Inhale, pull forward, and exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward, and bring that right knee or that right leg back into your tabletop position. Let's stretch that left leg out. And again, toes are curled on that right foot this time. Pressing that floor away from you, take a great big inhale. Exhale, press the buttocks back. Relax that thigh. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press back. Again, inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, press back. Last one. Inhale, pull forward. And exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward. And exhale, bring yourself back to your tabletop position. Now, I want you to bring that right hand to the right ear. We're going to inhale. You're going to reach that right elbow up to the ceiling and twist. And then exhale that elbow in between the arm and the leg into tightness. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Inhale back to your tabletop position. And then now we're going to go to the other side. So you're going to bring that left hand behind the left ear. You're going to inhale, open, elbow to the ceiling, nice twist. Exhale, elbow in between the arm and the leg. Inhale, open. Exhale in. Good. Two more. Inhale, open. Exhale in. Inhale, open. And exhale back in. Inhale back to your tabletop position. Now, I want you to take the knuckles of the hands, not the fingers, the knuckles of the hands. I want you to spread those fingers nice and wide. And I want you to bring them right in front of your shoulders. I want you to curl the toes. And we're going to press up to our first down dog of the morning. So pressing those knuckles of those hands in, let's press those hips up and reach the buttocks towards the ceiling and the heels towards the floor. You're going to drop your head in between the arms so that the ears are alongside the inner elbows. Let's sit here in stillness for just a breath or two. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. One more breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Now begin to pedal your dog. You can walk your dog out. Walk or pedal your feet. Walk your dog out. You can wiggle, waggle, do what feels good to you. Playing around this morning. If it feels good, you can roll out to plank and back to downward dog. You can roll out to plank, shift to up dog, and back to down dog. Whatever feels good to you this morning. Take another breath or two to do this. And let's find some stillness in that down dog again. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, walk yourself all the way up to the top of the mat, bending those knees as much as you need to keep those hands firmly on the floor. And let that head hang and breathe. For 3, 2, And one. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring those hands to the heart. And let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, a gentle arch back. Inhale up. Exhale, press the hips and thighs back. Forward hold. Forward fold. You're reaching the butt towards the back of the room, keeping the spine nice and straight. If you need to, run your hands down the legs, keeping that nice straight spine. Inhale, halfway up. Hands on the shins. Let's reach the crown of the head towards the front of your room. And breathe. Lengthening that spine for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bring the palms to the floor, and let's step your left foot back into your lunge. I'm going to turn around so you can see. You're going to bring your hands to the inside of that right foot unless you have blocks. If you have blocks, and I've only got one because I've got my things set up. If you've got blocks, grab your blocks. I want you to find, because if you've got hands on either side and you're rounded like this and you like tucked into your thigh, you're not getting the best out of your lunge. So bring your hands to your blocks. Use your yoga tools. You can get a little straighter here, or if you come up tall, you can have nice long straight lines. And breathe. Now let's inhale that right arm up and open and twist. For 3, 2, and 1. Now exhale down. Let's shift the hips back. Straighten that right leg. And exhale, reach your chin towards the toes. Again, a nice straight spine. You're not bringing your nose to your knees. I'm wanting you to lengthen that spine. So chin to the toes, reaching the crown of the head forward. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Bend that right knee again. And let's step back, plank. And then now let's step that left foot forward. If that left foot only comes part of the way, just pick it up and bring it forward. And again, if you don't have blocks, bring that left foot to the outside and your hands to the inside. And then if not, you can have your blocks and get yourself in a nice, strong, tall lunge. Nice, long, straight lines. And inhale, arms up, left arm up, and breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale down, and again, shift the hips back, straighten that front leg, reach the chin towards the toes, the crown of your head forward for a nice straight spine. That back leg is nice and straight, pressing the heel towards the floor. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, pull forward, bend that left knee, and step back to plank. And then now, I want you to walk yourself all the way back to the back of the mat. And exhale, folds. Dropping that head down, letting take a breath. Now plant those hands nice and firmly onto the mat and walk yourself back out to plank. Nice strong plank here, y'all. Get your shoulders over your wrists. Make sure you're not sinking in the belly. So press forward. Everything is nice and tight. Shift the hips up towards the ceiling. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Pressing those knuckles of the hands into the mat. For 2. And 1. Slowly walking yourself all the way up to the top of the mat. And then exhale, fold. I want you to heel toe those feet out till you get to the edge of the mat. So the edge of the feet are on the edge of the mat. And then with your hands on the floor and your heels, keeping your heels on the floor, drop down into a deep squat. Now, if you can't keep your heels on the floor, make sure you grab a blanket, a towel, or something, and you can put underneath your heels. Doesn't matter, so that you can keep those heels on the floor, sitting nice and tall. If this is as far as you can go with keeping your heels on the floor, now that's perfectly fine. You can bring those hands to the knees, keep pressing those knees out. If need be, coming up out of this pose anytime you need. And breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Now let's reach those arms up. And then we're going to slowly come up for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale those hands down. Good. Now heel toe those feet in. Let's find our nice mountain pose this morning. Mountain pose is with your feet about inner hip width or hip width apart, whichever feels better to you. It's going to depend on how your hips are shaped and how that ball and socket joint is in your hip. So if at all possible, you want those second toes to be facing forward. But if they're turned out just a slight bit because of your hips, it's not a big deal. Now let's inhale those shoulders up. Exhale, roll back and down. Going to move into a couple of sun salutations this morning. So find your mountain pose, rock your heels forward and back, get your center of balance so that you feel weight evenly distributed between the balls and the heels of your toes. And then grasp the floor with your feet, and then rotate, kind of twist them out. Rotate the thighs out, shins in. Feel the work in this mountain pose. Palms are gently facing forward. And breathe. A couple of breaths here this morning. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And now let's inhale those arms up. And exhale, press the hips and thighs back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant those hands, step the right and left foot back into your plank. Again, find your nice, strong plank, pressing the heels away from you. If you need to, you can be in knee plank. Now rotate those elbows in just a little bit, and then slowly lower yourself all the way to Chaturanga. And then your choice, inhale, baby cobra, or up dog. And then exhale, press up to the knees if you need to, and down dog. Nice and slow this morning. Couple of breaths here in down dog. Find the comfort in this resting pose for 3, 2, and 1. Step, hop, or jump to the front of your mat, and exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart, and then back down to the side. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Press the hips and thighs back. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor. Again, step back, plank. Hold your plank for a moment. Get a nice, strong, tight plank. Roll those elbows in and then slowly bend them. Lower yourself to Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Step, hop, or jump to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Then hands back down to the side. Let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. We're going to move into balancing postures. So again, we're just going to do, we're going to do a couple this morning. I'm telling a story if I tell you one. So if you need to, grab you a chair, grab you a wall. We're going to balance on our right leg first. So you're going to be having your hand on the right wall or a right chair, whatever you need. So again, find your nice, strong mountain posture. Toes and heels, find your center of balance. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. We're moving into Vrksasana tree. So let's shift all of that weight onto that right foot. Now, your hands can be on your hips. You can have them at the heart, wherever you need. You're going to turn those left toes out, and you're going to bring that left heel to the ankle. Now, if this is as far as you need to go today, that's perfectly fine. If you're struggling balancing, you can bring a block or anything, a book, whatever, and just gently place that toe on there. But now you can, whenever you're ready, you can bring the sole of that foot to that calf. Make sure you're pressing the sole of the foot into the calf and the calf into the sole of the foot. Now rotate that left knee out. If you've got your hands at the heart, make sure you press your hands nice and firmly together. Now, if you'd like to, and if it's available to you, I do not want you to grab your foot and bring it into the center. If it's available, and I don't know if I can today or not, I just want you to bring that foot up. Here we go, all the way. And that's as far as we're going this morning. We're going to bring it down so I'm not touching the knee. Keep rotating that knee out and squeeze those hands together or squeeze your hands into the hips. Feel that inward moving energy, and maybe you can grow those tree limbs. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release, and release. Now you can shake it out, roll those ankles, whatever you need to do. And find your mountain pose again, making sure you've got your block if you need it, or turning around so that you've got your left hand on the chair, the wall, whatever you need. Find your center point of balance. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll back and down. Lock those feet in and shift that weight all the way to the left foot. Now, make sure you've got that weight evenly distributed on that foot. And then this time, turn those right toes out. Bring that right heel to the left ankle. Again, you can stay right here if you need. You can put your toe on a block. You can bring your foot to the calf. Press that foot into the calf into the foot. Now, if you had your hands on your hips last time, I want you to bring your hands to the heart. If you had your hands to the heart, I want you to bring your hands to the hips. Rotate that knee out and breathe. And again, if you want to go further into this pose, you can bring that foot up. Do not pull it up like this. I want you to build the strength in the quads, calves, to pull this up, to get that foot up, but you don't want to be on that knee like I am there. I can't get it up that far today, so I'm going to keep it down on the calf, rotating that thigh out, and breathe. Maybe you feel that inward moving energy. Keep pressing in with the foot, the calf, the hands. Feel that inward moving energy, keeping you nice and strong and stable and grounded here. And then maybe you'll feel that energy rise so that you can grow your tree limbs again. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, And one. And exhale, hands down and foot down. And now let's shake it out on the other side. All right, we're going to move into Virabhadrasana 2, into a warrior series. So if you're up at the top of your mat, I want you to step or get on your mat lengthwise. Adjust, do whatever you need to for so that you can see or do or whatnot. Now I want your left foot. So this one for y'all. So your left foot is going to be parallel to the short edge of the mat. Making sure you're pressing this back side of that foot into the mat nice and firmly. Your hips are nice and squared, so bring your hands to the sides of your hips with your fingertips pointed forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Now, your hips should be, so you're nice and wide, your fingertips should be forward. You're going to turn the right toes out so that the big toes are pointed towards the short edge of the mat. Now, if the hip shifts with it, then that's not what we want. You want your hips to stay forward. So bring those feet back and see if you can just walk the toes while keeping the hips forward. It's going to feel awkward. You may need to lengthen your pose a little bit to keep your hips forward. Your fingertips should be even. Now, unlock the knees. Inhale the arms up, and then exhale, drop the shoulders. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, let's bend that right knee. Your gaze is over the right fingertips. Get yourself nice and strong. You're not leaning forward, you're sitting nice and tall. And breathe. Weight is evenly distributed between those feet. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's flip that palm up. And exhale, let's reverse warrior, dropping that left hand back behind you, reaching the right arm up and over. Keep pressing that right thigh, that right knee out. And breathe. Weight is still evenly distributed on both of those feet. You can wrap that left arm around your back if that's available to you. 2, and 1. Inhale back out to warrior 2. We're moving to extended side angle. So you're keeping that thigh nice and bent. You're also going to bend that right forearm and drop that forearm to the thigh. You're going to sink this left hip in, and you're going to reach that left arm up and over so that your ear is alongside the inner elbow. Your palm is facing away from you and your thumb towards the ceiling. Nice long straight line here. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. If you'd like to go deeper into this pose, you can bring that right arm straight down. If you've got a binding practice, you can bind, opening that shoulder, wherever you are this morning. Keep dropping that left hip for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back out to warrior 2. Exhale, straighten that leg and release. Now let's turn those right toes in so that that foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. And again, so your hips should be facing forward again. And now turn those left toes out. Again, hips should still be nice and forward. So if they're not, kind of walk those toes. You don't want that shift. You want nice and straight. You may have to shift your stance either narrower or wider. You know, it's going to be different each side. Inhale those arms out. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Take a big inhale. Exhale, this time bend that left knee. Gaze is gently over those left fingertips, rotating the thighs out, shins in. Make sure you can see your big toe. Weight is evenly distributed on both of those feet. 4, 3. 2, And one. Inhale, flip that left palm up. Reach it up and behind you. Drop that right arm back down. You can have that right arm on the leg. You can wrap it around your back. Keep rotating that thigh out for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back out to warrior 2. You're going to bend that forearm for extended side angle on this time. Dropping that palm up, forearm down. Reaching that right arm up and over. Inside of the elbow is alongside of the ear. Thumb to the ceiling, palm behind you. Nice long straight line here. And breathe. 4, 3. If you want to extend the pose or bind, wherever you are this morning, keep rotating that shoulder open. 4, 2. And 1. Inhale, come back up to warrior 2. Exhale, release, straighten those legs. And let's turn those toes in a little bit. So you want your big toes facing each corner of the mat. Bring your hands into these hip creases, not on your hips, but right here in this hip crease. And I want you to press into that hip crease, press those hips back so the butt is reaching towards the back of your room. Run your hands down the thighs, bringing those hands to the floor. Let the head hang and breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a great big inhale. And then exhale, I want you to bend that right knee, lifting that left toes up. Inhale back to the center. Keeping that and bend that left knee, keeping that heel on the floor, lifting those right toes up. Inhale back to the center. We're going back to the right side. This time we're going to hold. So if this is as far as you can go, that's fine. You can have a block. You can keep your hands on the floor. If it's available to you, you can drop all the way down. Have your hands to the heart. Whatever variation you have this morning, we just want to make sure this heel is still on the floor. For 3, 2, and 1. Now inhale back up to the center, and now we're going to the left. Again, bend that left knee this time. If you need your block, or if you're going to use the floor, however low you can go, we just want to make sure this heel is on the floor. Drop down. One side's going to be deeper than the other. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back up to the center. Hands on the thighs. Exhale, fold. If it's available to you, you can grab those big toes. If not, have those hands on the ankles. Let the head hang. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing those hands to the center of the mat. Now walk your way around that left foot. Come back up to the top of the mat. And let's step back to plank. Shift the hips up. Downward facing dog. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lift that right leg up to the ceiling. And then I want you to step that right leg through. If it only comes halfway, that's perfectly fine. Pick it up, bring that right leg through. Now you're on the ball of that left foot. You've got choices. You can walk your way up, or if it's available, you can inhale all the way up and then sink into your high lunge. Sitting nice and tall here. And breathe. 4, 3, Drop the shoulders away from the ears. 2, and 1. Now slowly drop that back knee almost to the floor, as low as you can go without touching. 4, 3. 2, and 1. Inhale back up. And then now you're on the ball of that left foot. I want you to walk in just a little bit, just one step, keeping your arms up. Straighten that leg, but don't block it out. We're going to move to Warrior 3. So, first of all, I want you to bend from the hips. I want you to bend from the back. I want you to shift the hips. So the butt's coming back, you're leaning forward, straight back. And then now you've still got those toes on the floor. Shift your weight forward. Big toe on the floor. If that's as far as you need to go, that's fine. If you can, flex that foot, lift that leg up. I don't want you to lift it all the way up. You want the hips nice and stacked. And breathe. If you need your block, that's fine. Ideally, you want your hips nice and squared so that if you've got a block, it's not going to come off. So if it goes higher in that block, you can see how it's twisted. You don't want it. And now stepping back, inhale up, and exhale, release, hands down, step that left foot forward. And let's inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, exhale, fold, step back, plank. Move through your vinyasa. You can do knees, chest, chin. You can do chaturanga, cobra, or up dog. We will meet back in down dog. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift that left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale that left leg in between the hands. If it only comes to the middle, then you pick it up, bring it in. Get your balance on both feet. You've got a choice. You can walk yourself up to the leg, or you can inhale all the way up. Exhale, sink in, high lunge. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop that back knee down, almost to the floor, as low as you can without touching. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way back up. And again, step that foot up about a step, straighten that right leg. We're going to move back into Warrior 3 again. So press the buttocks back, reach forward, keeping that back foot on the floor. Then lean forward, and then come up on your toes. Then you can stay here if you need to. You can flex that foot, lift it up, keeping this heel, that's a hip. That hip squared. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Step back up, inhale up, and then exhale, step that right foot forward. Shake it out. Good. Now, one more. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step the right and the left foot back. Move through your vinyasa. Meet in down dog. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop to your knees and then slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat. So we're going to move into locust pose. So you're going to bring those toes flat down on the mat. You're going to bring your arms out behind you, palms on the floor. And so let's inhale, lift the head up, chest up, arms up, and legs up. Let's reach the crown of the head forward. You're pressing the hips firmly into the mat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Bringing those hands in front of you. Place the hands on top of each other. Drop the forehead to the back of the hands. And breathe. Now slowly bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Curl the toes. Press up to the knees. And then I want you to widen those knees out and get those big toes together. I want a wide leg child's pose. So press your buttocks back towards the heels, arms overhead if that feels good to you. If you prefer the full version of the pose, bring your hands and wrap them around your heels or wherever you can get them. You can drop that forehead to the mat if it's available. If not, you can bring those hands into fists and drop the forehead on top of the fist. Now, gently rock that forehead back and forth. A couple of times, gently massaging the forehead. Let's find a moment of stillness here. Then bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself up, and let's shift the hips and come to sitting at the top of our mat. Get a nice, sitting nice and tall. Let's pull the flesh away from the sits bones. Making sure you've got your shoulders over your hips. Your toes are nice and flexed. Moving Dandasana. So your hands are right beside you. So press the heels into the mat and the hands. Now press the heels and the calves and the thighs and the hands in the mat, rolling the shoulders back, and feel the work here in Dandasana. For 3, 2, and 1, and slowly release and release. And bringing those hands to the thighs, still continue to sit up nice and tall, moving into Paschimottanasana. Or, what is it? Dandasana, Padangusthasana. Okay. Inhale, reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale, run the hands down the thighs, the shins. Now keep that spine straight. You don't want your back to round. Again, you want your spine straight. Reach forward towards those toes. Now, you may be able to reach them, but if your back starts to round, back away. Now, also, if when you reach those toes or wherever you reach, if you've gone as far as you can go and you are pressed to get there and you're like fighting, back away. And then back away a little more. You don't want to go as far as you can go in this pose. You want to go to awareness. We're working on lengthening the spine and stretching the hamstrings. Think of your hamstrings as like a rubber band. When you pull a rubber band apart and pull, eventually it's going to snap. Well, that's what happens when you go as far as you can into this pose. So back away and back away. It actually takes anywhere from 70 to 120 seconds for the muscles in the hamstrings or any of the muscles to get the signal from the brain that it's okay to relax, which is one of the reasons why we sit in the poses for as long as we do in Hatha Yoga, because it takes that long for the muscles to get the signal to let go. So if during the time while I've been sitting here talking, and you're sitting here thinking, I wish you would shut up because I want to get out of this pose, that means you've gone too far and you need to back away. Because by now, your muscles should have relaxed and you should be able to have felt a release, an actual release, and then been able to go deeper into the pose. So inhale, back away. Exhale, release. And now bring your hands behind you. You can have the fingertips facing your buttocks. You can have the fingertips to the side. We're going to move into reverse tabletop. So bend those knees. Take a big inhale and then exhale. Press the hips up towards the ceiling. You can gently drop that head back, whatever feels good to you this morning. And release, and release. And then now, getting yourself all the way down to the mat, the back. Bend those knees. And we're going to do a spinal twist and then a hip twist. So I want the feet close together. Bring your hands out to the side with your palms facing up. Take a great big inhale. Keeping the feet on the mat as you exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Your gaze can be either up at the ceiling or gently looking over your right fingertips. Left fingertips, excuse me. So, you want the shoulders, both of the shoulders, to be on the ground if possible. If not, that's okay. Keep your head turned up if that shoulder is up, and then let that shoulder relax. With every exhale, you may feel it, that shoulder, right shoulder lower, left shoulder lower to the ground. Inhale those knees back up to the center. As you exhale, reset the hips. Take a great big inhale, and then exhale. Keeping the feet on the floor, drop the knees over to the left. Again, gaze is up at the ceiling, or this time gently looking over your right fingertips. And breathe. Inhale back to the center, and exhale, reset those hips. Good. And then now, I'm going to move into Happy Baby. So you can do this several ways. First of all, I want you to make sure you've got that nice little curve of your spine, that there is a space in there. You should have a natural curve of your spine. I do not want you pressing that lower back into the mat. So if you need to adjust your hips or whatever, please do so. But I want that natural curve of your spine. If we were in person and I came around, I want to be able to at least get my fingers underneath here. Some people have a larger arch than others thanks to 15 years of dance. I've got a pretty big arch in my back from being open so much. Some of us don't have as much of an arch, so it's okay. Don't worry about it, but don't be opening your chest up. We're going to move into Happy Baby, but I want you to make sure to keep the tailbone on the floor so that you've got that natural arch in your back, and you're not lifting the tailbone up and inadvertently pressing the lower back into the mat. So lift those feet up, and you've got a couple of options here. You can grab your toes if you can keep that tailbone on the mat. You can grab the ankles, you can grab the inside or the outside of the feet. Again, wherever you need this morning. This morning I need my ankles. So grab the ankles, keeping that tailbone on the mat. Pull those knees towards the floor. And breathe. If you'd like to rock side to side, that's fine. If you want to straighten one leg and bend, and straighten and bend, perfectly fine. And And then slowly releasing your hold, bringing those knees together and your hands behind the thighs. Gently cross the ankles. Apanasana. And breathe. And then slowly lower those feet back down to the mat. Finding your way into your preferred Shavasana position. Getting yourself nice and comfortable. Traditionally, Shavasana is practiced lying on your back with your feet about mat width apart. Your hands out to the side, palms facing up. If this is not comfortable to you, then you want to find a position that is comfortable to you. You can have your knees bent. You can have a bolster or a blanket or pillows or something under your knees. If you would like to do legs up the wall at this point, you can for Shavasana, because I went over and we didn't get to do legs up the wall like I had wanted us to. But you are welcome to practice your Shavasana with legs up the wall. If you've got an eye pillow, or you can take a hand towel and roll it up and place over your eyes in place of an eye pillow. And now, let's take a great big inhale. And let's exhale side out. Inhale. Exhale side out. One more great big inhale. This time make some noise with it, deep in the back of your throat. And now, let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Noticing all the points of contact your body has with the mat, the floor, any yoga tools you're using at the moment. Knowing that this is a safe space. You are supported. You are loved. And you are protected. Let's relax your shoulders. Let them sink deeper into the mat. Soften the palms of your hands. You can wiggle the fingers for a moment. Maybe the fingertips curl up just a little bit. Soften the soles of your feet. Wiggle your toes for a moment. Let them relax. Let the eyes sink a little deeper in the eye sockets. With every exhale, sinking deeper into the mat, relaxing. The top of the head is relaxing. Your jaw, releasing, relaxing. Releasing the tongue from the back of the throat and the roof of the mouth. Upper arms, forearms, palms of the hands relaxing. Your upper back, middle back, and lower back relaxing. Your chest, rib cage, and abdomen relaxing. Squeezing the buttocks really tight and then letting them go. The thighs, the shins, and the calves relaxing. The ankles, the tops of the feet, and the soles of the feet relaxing. Your right foot, left foot, completely relaxed. Your right leg, left leg, completely relaxed. Your entire torso completely relaxed. Right arm, left arm, completely relaxed. Your head, completely relaxed. Whole body relaxing. Whole body relaxing. Whole body completely relaxed. With every exhale, sinking deeper into relaxation. For the next couple of minutes, you don't have anywhere to go. You don't have anything to do. You are safe, you are supported, and you are loved. This is your time to let go and relax. You are so loved. Your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. However, you sometimes forget this. You become swept up in the momentum of habitual consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop, breathe, and be. In that moment, you can receive the love of the universe that is receiving you. It will nourish you with contentment and energy. You have not done this enough, so your soul is becoming parched and is drying out. Energy has been going out of you, but there's not enough coming back in. It's time to bring something back in for you, to receive and be received. You're being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for, and loved. Accept it. You deserve it. Do you know how much joy the universe gains from being able to give to you? When you delight in what you receive, when you openly embrace a gift and are so happy with it, the universe is fully received by you. In this space, there is joyful communication between you and life. Energy flows more freely and magic happens. When you demur, saying you cannot accept, that it is too great a gift, or that you're not worthy, you're impeding that flow. You're inhibiting the communion, the connection, the playful interaction between you and the universe. Enough with the false modesty and guilt. You are a radiant sun in human clothing. An exquisite life experience is your birthright. Enjoy it. Soak it up, all of it, including the restoration of sacred rest. From that place of nourishment, you will more effortlessly create, live, and love with greater energy and thriving, pulsing passion. The earth rests each night so it can greet the sun again each morning with the spectacular living art of sunrise. Allow yourself to switch off, step away, close the laptop, Switch off the phone and just be with yourself for a little while. You will return and be more efficient and effective. Rest now, play now, and work later. Forget your worries for a while. Switch off. Do something else. Let it all go, and it will all flow. Take a deep breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and bring a little movement into your body. Take another deep breath. Lift your arms up over your head. Give yourself a big stretch. Do what feels good to you. And then bend your knees. And roll over to your favorite side, right or left, whichever one you need this morning. Getting your heart as close to the ground as possible. Feeling the ground support you. Knowing that you're okay. And when you're ready, stretch your top leg out for balance. With your head heavy, use both hands to press yourself up to a seated position. Let's take a moment for some gratitude. Gratitude to yourself. Say your name, your entire name to yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself. And allow yourself to receive that love from yourself. Gratitude from me to you for showing up for this class and letting me share this practice with you. I am completely honored. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Namaste. Thank y'all so much for showing up today. I love you. Does anybody have any questions that I can help them with? Thank y'all so much.